Today, we're taking a look at the very first automatic watch in Casio's history, a release that when it was announced broke the internet, because it went completely against what we've always known from the Japanese brand. Casio has always been famous for its quartz and digital watches, but this time they decided to take a different step, entering the world of automatics. So, who is Casio challenging with this watch? Clearly, it's aimed at the Citizen Tsuyosa and entry-level Seiko. Some might even argue it could be considered a more affordable alternative to the Tissot PRX. And just to be clear before we go any further, this video is not sponsored by Casio or anyone else. The watch was loaned to me by a friend, so everything you'll hear here is my personal unbiased opinion. The very first time you hold it, the sensation is surprising. This is a watch with a very Japanese design. Sharp facets with high polish, contrasted with vertical brushing along the bracelet. All of this makes it feel a lot more expensive than it really is. And speaking of price, it comes at around $300 US, which makes it a really interesting proposition. But the real star here is the dial. Deep textures, well-finished hands, applied markers. Overall, it gives off a very solid and robust presence on the wrist. The most curious part of this watch is the unexpected collaboration. Casio with a Seiko heart. This automatic runs on a movement made by Seiko, and here are two important points. Developing an in-house caliber costs millions of dollars, and since this is Casio's very first automatic watch, they decided to minimize risks. To keep the price at $300, it made perfect sense to rely on a brand with the expertise and reliability in automatic movements, and Seiko is exactly that. So instead of being a weakness, I actually see this as a smart move, entering a new market with a solid, accessible product. On the wrist, the experience is excellent. It feels robust with good weight. The clasp is machined, something you don't usually see from Citizen or Seiko at this price point. And it comes in multiple dial colors. The only downside I'd point out is the lume. It's basically only on the hands. I mean, not a deal breaker, but it would have been nice to see more. In summary, this Casio Automatic is historic. It marks a new era for the brand. It delivers great value for money, and it proves that Casio can also play in the mechanical watch arena. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do a direct comparison between this Casio and the Citizen Tsuyosa, because there's definitely a lot to talk about there.